Do you think 2 seconds is enough? That she had her mouth closed. You put it on her. She had her mouth closed. 1, 2, and then she starts to suck it. Is that refusal? She refused for 2 seconds, but you kept her mouth on there. Is that enough? You know, Yoli asked.
I don't know. Man, fuck all this. God damn, I ain't drinking with nobody no more. Hell no, we ain't going to happy hour. We going to Starbucks. All right? Shit, fuck that. I ain't taking nobody to no more drinks. Hell no. We going to Starbucks. Yeah, happy hour at Starbucks, goddamn. God damn, man. It's fucked up.
Yoli says, well, you didn't explicitly ask. So
I mean, because let's be honest, right? We have all been, well, I wouldn't say we all be in that situation, but you know, sometimes girls like to play hard to get. They be like, no, but they really want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, baby, let's just, no, I'm not that type of girl. You know, every man done heard that before. So it sounds like a woman can just, you know, say, oh, no, I'm not that type of girl. And then she end up being a head demon. But then she can come back the next day and say that you took it from her just because she refused when she said, oh, no, I don't want to do, I'm not that type of girl. But then 10 seconds later, she fucking beasted. She a goddamn cookie monster. And now that she done already gobbled your shit down, now she can go back tomorrow to the police and say that you took it. That's fucked up. Knowing good and well that she done gobbled your shit. Man, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Oh, right? It's tough. Anthony says, family. Yeah, this is not a family-friendly show. Mimo says, how did she keep her mouth closed if she's like, she had her mouth closed for 2 seconds. And then she was like, forget it, he's stronger than me, so I'm just going to start sucking. So she's like, right? Is that enough? Anthony says, I see we going deep. Oh, yeah. This is what you get from a 20-year attorney. We going deep. We don't just analyze it, just reading the fucking complaint like everybody else. Is that enough for you to go to prison for 20 years? Todd says she was forced. Are you forced if you keep your mouth closed for 2 seconds? But Todd, we're not talking about Crystal. You guys are getting confused. Listen, we're talking about my scenario because I'm trying to show you something. Right? Or maybe you are talking about my scenario. Is keeping your mouth closed for 2 seconds
worth 20 years?
Is that enough for you to go to prison? What do you think? What if she kept her mouth? Okay, now listen. What if she kept her mouth closed for 5 minutes? You held her fucking head on your crotch for 5 fucking minutes. And she had it down. She wasn't like struggling. She was just, she wasn't.
That's forceful though. If you putting her head, if you grab her head and put it down, that's forceful. Right? So I think that will go against you because I don't think she didn't ask you to do that. You forced it. So anything with force will be not in your favor. So if you grab her head and you forced it down to your crotch and she just down there for 5 minutes, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
I wasn't going to do it for 5 minutes. You're drunk and you're like, she's going to do something. Nah. And you're rubbing her head down there. So you're getting some type of friction.
Nah. That ain't good. That ain't good.
And you're getting some type of movement and you're drunk. And after 5 minutes, she's like, well, fine. He ain't going to let me up. Would y'all think that 5 minutes is shows that she didn't consent? Marriage Cause Divorce says, man, she playing hard to get. 5 minutes.
I mean, girls do be playing hard to get though. You know, they be doing hard to get. So it's kind of.
Now 5 minutes, most of y'all be like, yeah, 5 minutes is crazy.
5 minutes is a long ass time.
So guys, here's what I want you to do. 2 seconds. You can't really go to prison over 2 seconds, can you? I mean, come on. Any woman can say I had my mouth closed for 2 seconds and then put you in the pen for 2 minutes for 20 years. Is that what we're saying? That a woman can give you oral sex, but before she does, she keeps her lips closed for 2 seconds, and now she can file a claim against you the next day and put you in the pen for 20 years.
Yeah,
but if you held her face down for 5 minutes,
5 minutes is different.
There's a difference.
So where should the line be, guys? How long should a woman be able?
I don't know. Don't ask me that question. I have no idea, man. I just say, man, if she say no, you know what I mean? But women, they be playing hard to get though. Like they want you to beg. Some women want you to beg. They be like, no, don't do it. They just want you to. But I don't know, man. It's tricky. It's tricky. I think men can sense when well, I wouldn't all say all men, but men can get a sense when a woman is, playing hard to get, or when they just saying no, nigga, stop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, man. Hard to say.
To not say anything, just keep her mouth closed, and send you to prison for 20 years. Is it 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes? Where's the line? Do y'all see how tough this is?
It is tough. Pause. It's tricky.
Right? It's very tough. So when she says
it just depends on how she say no. Like, yeah, no, and she's smiling and she like, I ain't trying to act it out, but y'all know what I'm talking about, fellas. You know what I mean? When you're doing it, they be like, no, but they be like pushing your hand down there. No, stop. No, don't rub on my left nipple. And but yet she grab your hand and put it on the, oh no, don't rub my left nipple. Oh dear, don't squeeze it. No, don't suck it. No, don't. You know what I mean? Like she giving you instructions on what not to do. No, don't kiss on the left side of my neck. No, don't choke me. No, don't tilt my head 90 degrees. It's kind of, you know what I mean? Sometimes they be saying no, but they be giving you instructions of what not to do. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Here, plaintiff refused. What was the refusal? What was the refusal?
You know what I'm saying?
But at any rate, Combs pushed her head down there.
It's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky.
To his phallus and forced her to perform oral sex on him. As she was being assaulted, she felt panic and physically sick. So here, what is being insinuated is that she was performing oral sex on him. It says that she refused, but we don't know what that refusal means. Does it mean that her mouth was just closed? Oh, I gotta get this one too. All right, take that. You can do this, AB.
Yeah. So,
I'm a bald head, man. All right, get another phone call. Let's skip this.
Took you to if I took you to Capitol Grill, it's guiding. If I took you to Cracker Barrel, it's grabbing. If I took you to what's the one Cheesecake Factory, is grabbing. Do y'all see? Do y'all see how thin that line is? Classy B says men are cooked. We're fucking cooked. You can't defend yourself.
Okay.
You cannot defend yourself if we're doing grabbing versus guiding. We're done.
You know what I mean? But some women like to get. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, man, we fucked, man. You know what I mean? Some women like to get aggressive. So then when a woman likes to be aggressive and you get aggressive with them, they can come back and just say, nah, he didn't choke me. But nah, you wanted me to do this. Like, god damn, man. Man, it's fucked up, man. I need to get married, man. Fuck all this dating shit. I just need to find me someone so I can do everything. This shit crazy, man.
Done. We are done. All right. So let's get back to it. We're all going to prison.
Everybody going to jail. God damn.
As she was as Crystal was performing oral sex on Puffy, Crystal felt panicked and sick. Afterwards, Crystal was led back into the studio by Puffy. Upon standing and walking, Crystal felt more and more woozy and then lost consciousness.
Oh, wow.
Crystal awakened in shock to find herself in a taxi cab headed back to the designer's apartment. As her consciousness returned, Crystal realized that she had been sexually assaulted by Puffy. She felt humiliated, traumatized, and without remorse.
was it even reported? Is like the next question.
Yeah, and this is weird too.
There were no reports, and then 20 years late, man, I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
As she regained her consciousness, listen to this, guys.
Mm-hmm.
As she regained her consciousness, she then realized she had been sexually assaulted. Was she not realizing she was sexually assaulted while she was
doing it? Yeah, this one, I don't know, man.
Sexually assaulted? Did she not realize when she was sucking him off that she was being sexually assaulted?
Yeah, this one kind of, man, I don't know nothing about this shit.
Lifelong harm. Lifelong harm. Before we do that, let me just see who else is in here. Support in the chat. And again, shout out.
2006 to 2010. However, her marriage fell apart as she had a mental break. Following years, Crystal entirely. Upon information and belief, Diddy had Crystal blackballed in the industry and utilized his significant influence to impede Crystal's career growth. Crystal became severely depressed as she began to blame herself for the assault and for sabotaging her own career. The assault led Crystal into a tailspin of anxiety and depression. In or about 2004, Crystal attempted the S word and was hospitalized. Everywhere Crystal looked, she was reminded of Diddy's assault, as Diddy was an inescapable presence in music, television, and film. In the ensuing years, Crystal has also experienced alcohol and drug addiction as she attempted to cope with the emotional trauma of being assaulted. Crystal has also experienced intimacy issues. She struggles to maintain emotional and sexual relationships with men. Crystal was married from approximately 2006 to 2010. However, her marriage fell apart as she had a mental breakdown, precipitated by memories of the assault.
All right, let's stop right there, guys. You know,
That's interesting.
Interesting.
it's marriage. You know, we talk about marriage and divorce and why women want to get divorced. You know, 70% of divorces are filed by women, they say. All right. 85. Puffy's assault has altered the trajectory of Crystal's career, denying her a successful and lucrative career in the modeling and film industries. To this day, Crystal experiences bouts of depression, anxiety, body image issues, feelings of worthlessness, and intimacy issues on account of Puffy's assault. Would you marry this woman again? Would you marry her if in her complaint she's saying that this is lifelong harm? Would you put a yes in the chat? Would you marry a woman like this who is experiencing lifelong harm, who once already got a divorce? Should she be able to sue Puffy because she can now not get married again? She is not marriage material.
But how do you prove that though? I don't know. This damn. I don't know, man. This shit crazy. I don't know. I don't fuck this shit. What the fuck?
That's weird. Because if you would think that if she was such as a woman of faith and she was knowing about moral obligations, you would think that she would have the obligation to speak up before Cassie and Dickerson. Like that wouldn't really come into the equation.
Yeah.
Right.
Or report it. Like it should have been reported the next day. But it's like you could see this. It's a civil action.
Yeah. That's weird how she phrased that. Because she's a woman of faith, she waited 22 years.
The plaintiff is a woman of faith when she saw the. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Now they want to put a woman in faith. So I don't know, man. This shit, man, this shit is tricky as hell. It's like, I don't fucking know, man. Good luck to her. I'm just going to say good luck. Fuck. Good luck.
She's a woman of faith, but she had to look to other women to realize that she had a moral obligation to speak up after 2 decades.
Huh?
Okay.
That don't even sound right. Now she has a moral obligation to speak up after Cassie. So if Cassie would have never came out, you would have never came out. But that don't even make. I don't know. I don't like that.
All right, lady. But again, I mean, we saw what Puffy did to Cassie. So it's like,
I know that's the tricky part. Because then we said the same thing about Cassie, but Cassie wasn't lying. So what if she ain't lying? It's like, damn, Cassie tried to tell us, but we didn't really, believe it until we saw the footage. Now, shit, man. I don't know. Fuck, man. Shit, I don't fucking know, man. Damn.
He's going to pay so much money for Cassie. He thought he only had to pay the $50 million. That video probably cost him another $500 million minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. That's a $500 million video minimum. Women step right up. Oh my God, she keeps going on this. Crystal prayed to God. All right, she's praying. Crystal prayed to God before bringing this lawsuit, as she feared further violence and or retaliation from defendant Puffy Combs, but ultimately decided that she needed to speak her truth. She needed to speak her truth. Crystal seeks justice for herself and for all other Puffy victims. Causes of action. As the first cause of action, the New York City Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. Plaintiff reiterates all of these allegations. 91, do you want to pick it up here, AV?
Yeah, the New York City Gender Motivated Violence Act revives any claims against a party who commits, directs, enables, participates in, or conspires in the commission of a crime of violence motivated by gender, has a cause of action against a party in the court in a competent jurisdiction. The above described conduct of defendant Combs, including sexually assaulting or abusing plaintiff at a music studio in Manhattan, constitutes a crime of violence against the plaintiff and is a crime of violence motivated by gender. Combs' crimes of violence were motivated by Crystal's gender as defined in the New York City Administrative Code. As defendant committed forcible sex acts upon Crystal that would constitute felonies under the state law, and as the conduct presents a serious risk of physical injury, whether or not those acts have resulted in criminal charges, prosecution, or conviction. The appellate division has held that the SA is an act of gender-motivated violence under the law, as coerced activity is dehumanizing and fear-inducing. Malice or ill will based on gender is apparent from the alleged commission of the act itself. It looks like that's coming from a 2019 case. The above described conduct of Diddy constitutes sexual offenses as defined in Article 130 of the New York Penal Law. Crystal is a woman who is older than 18, who alleges misdemeanor and or felony penal law violations, including but not limited to sexual misconduct, criminal sexual act in the first degree, criminal sexual act in the third degree, forcible touching, sexual abuse in the first degree, and abuse in the second degree.
Okay, so let's stop right here, because what they're saying, guys, is what she's saying happened, they're also crimes.
Yeah.
Now, this is a civil case. And, you know, Puffy has not been convicted. He hasn't even been arrested, hasn't been indicted, hasn't been arraigned, nothing. But what they're saying are actual crimes. Mm-hmm. And so they're saying, hey, man, you know, apart from this money we're trying to get, we need to let you know that this is also sexual misconduct. This is criminal sexual act in the first degree, criminal sexual act in the third degree, forcible touching, sexual abuse in the first degree, and sexual abuse in the second degree. So these are misdemeanor and felony grade crimes. 6 of them. All right. You want to pick it up here?
Yeah. Defendant Diddy coerced Crystal to engage in sexual contact and or sexual intercourse, despite the fact that he was rendered incapable of consenting due to intoxication. I think they meant to say she was rendered incapable of consenting. Defendant Combs.
Let's stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Defendant coerced plaintiff to engage in sexual contact, despite the fact that she was rendered incapable of consenting due to intoxication. What are they saying? They're saying that he coerced.
Well, I want to say before you say so. Basically, what they're saying is she was too intoxicated to reject him. All right. Is that what they're saying? That Diddy intoxicated her to the point where she couldn't resist
her into sex, despite the fact that she was intoxicated. I don't even want to go there.
So she was incapable.
It's like the consent thing. It's like,
yeah, we already talked about it. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but come on. All right, you want to start right here?
Yeah. Defendant Combs gave plaintiff several drinks throughout the night and a laced blunt. Thus, he knew or should have known that Crystal was incapable of consenting to sexual contact and or sexual conduct.
Yeah, and so what does Kiana say? Kiana says if intoxication is the standard, men really are cooks.
God damn. So let's just say I take a girl to happy hour. We get a few drinks. We both feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Come back to the house. We end up doing what we're doing. She can go to the police and say, I was intoxicated. I didn't mean to have sex with him. Throw him in jail. Huh? Man, this shit crazy, man. So women can wake up and feel guilty the next morning and just go to the police and say, well, I was intoxicated. He got me drunk and I couldn't really say no because I was intoxicated. Throw him in jail. I don't know, bro. This shit, man, this shit's fucked up, man. This shit crazy.
Guys, and I mean, women even see it, guys. You know? And what if you say, hey, smoke this? Do you smoke? First of all, and let's be honest, Puffy was holding up a blunt and said, do you smoke? What did she say? Does anybody remember what she said?
She said yes.
She said yes. She said yes. Puffy gave her a joint. Then when she was like, okay, I'm good, Puffy was like, no, you're not good. Keep going because you're a little tight. You're acting a little uptight. Did she run out of the place? Did she call the police? Did she scream for help? No, she grabbed the blunt and she kept smoking. Now that she's intoxicated, now it's an issue. But guys, where's the line? If she has 2 beers, is she intoxicated enough? If she has 1 beer, if she has a shot, men need a chart. You need a chart based on her height and her weight and her BAC, her blood alcohol.
Yo, damn, bro. Boy, this is making it fucked up, right? So now we need a chart of women so we can know how many drinks it takes for you to get intoxicated so we won't get in trouble. So if you this height and you weigh this much, all right, you can have 1.5 drinks. Okay, we can only have 1.5 drinks because if you have 2, you know what I mean, something may happen. You can go to police and, God, man, this is... Man.
Level to determine when is she intoxicated to the extent that she can no longer consent to sexual activity. She was awake and conscious during the whole thing. It was only afterwards, when they were back at the studio chilling, did she fall asleep. During the whole thing, she was wide awake. She was running.
Hey, facts. Well, I wouldn't say 90%, but there's a high percentage. If this the case, boy, technically by these standards, 90% of men in the world have R-word. Man, let me tell you, that's crazy, man. This is a thin line that people are treading on. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. That ain't right. That ain't cool. That's crazy.
How many drinks does it take before a woman can no longer legally consent to your sexual sexual desires, your sexual motivations, your sexual activity?
Damn, it's crazy.
Is it 3 beers, 30 beers?
Exactly.
Does she have to be intoxicated? Does she have to be unconscious? Is it 0.08? Is that the legal limit? We're going to take the DUI standard and move it and make a sexual standard? Do you have to make her blow before she can blow? Oh, I just came up with
You would.
That's actually kind of funny. Hey, I made you blow this before you blow me. That's bro. That's what it's going to go. That's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to come down to. If this shit keeps on going, men are going to have a sex blow monitor to see how intoxicated this is. Okay, tell me. Okay, so how old are you? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Okay, how many drinks you had? Okay, blow on this. Okay, we good to go. Let's have sex. Man, this shit crazy, bro. So men gonna have to start bringing a machine to determine if you're intoxicated or not in order to have sexual encounters. Man, this shit, this is crazy.
So you have to give her a breathalyzer test. Say, hey, hold your head still and follow the pin. Keep your head still. Keep your head still. Just move your eyes. Move your eyes.
That's crazy.
How do you know?
That's crazy.
Right. This is deep, guys. This is very, very deep.
Hey,
shout out to Kiana. I mean, she's exactly right.
This very deep right here. Like, this is fucked up, man. We all fucked up. Damn.
This is exactly right. So yeah, she was drunk. She was intoxicated, so she was unable to consent. And because she was unable to consent, Puffy coerced her. Right? Do you want to pick it up right here? 98.
Yep. Defendant Combs gave Crystal several drinks throughout the night and laced blunts. Thus, he knew or should have known that she was incapable of consenting. So we talked about that. Defendant's actions presented a serious risk of physical injury to plaintiff's person, regardless of whether or not those acts resulted in criminal charges, prosecution, or conviction. As a direct and proximate result of the aforementioned crime of violence and gender-motivated violence, plaintiff has sustained and will continue to sustain monetary damages, physical injury, pain and suffering, and serious physiological and emotional distress, entitling him to an award of compensatory and punitive damages, injunctive and declaratory relief, attorney's fees and costs, and other remedies as this court may deem appropriate damages as set forth in the statute they have there. Furthermore, defendant's bad boy records. Why is Sean John listed on here?
I have no idea.
I don't understand that part. Anyway, Sean John Clothing LLC and the Universal Music Group enabled defendant Combs' commission of the crimes of violence motivated by gender and thus are liable under the NYC Victims of Gender Motivated Protection Act. Defendant's bad boy records, Sean John Clothing and Universal Group Inc. enabled or participated in the abuse of Crystal because defendants failed to, amongst other things, protect plaintiff from a known danger.
Jesus.
have sufficient policies and procedures in place to prevent SA, properly implementing policies and procedures to protect the assault, take reasonable measures to ensure that the policies to prevent the assault were working, train their employees on identifying assault and inappropriate workplace behaviors, protect their employees from the assault, and adhere the applicable standard of care. Oh, I have such a big problem with that paragraph.
Yeah, that was a long one.
Yeah.
But it just keeps going about how the companies are also liable for what.
Okay, so basically, to put this in a nutshell, so basically she's suing Diddy for forcing her to give him head. Just put it in a nutshell. Just okay, so she's looking for a settlement because Cassie got it. Well, this is just my perspective. So she has DNA evidence, clothing evidence that is sealed, locked, sealed in a plastic bag, maybe, I don't know, with his DNA on her clothing while in the act of giving fellatio, that she was incapable of saying no or resisting because she was smoking and drinking. But how can you prove that from 20 years ago? I don't know. And then he blackballed her. Yeah, then he blackballed her allegedly. And, her career was over. Now she can't marry. She can't do anything because she's so traumatized about what happened to Diddy. Well, that's what the case is about. Whether I don't know. If Diddy is guilty of this, shit, get your money. But if not, then waited 20 years for this, huh? And you had a moral responsibility to speak up about this after Cassie got her settlement. And he blackballed you. You couldn't work in the industry no more. Now you're not marriage material. Your sex life is ruined. Your dating life is ruined because of Diddy. Because you gave Diddy head when you was smoking and drinking. Okay. Well, this is her claim, and I'll just wait to give, I don't know this. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I don't want to give something. I don't want to say something now, and then next week we got a video of Diddy and her. And Diddy over here choking her and shit and tell her, yeah, suck my dick. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just going to wait until we get more evidence, because same thing with Cassie. Everybody came out with their opinion about Cassie, saying Cassie, is money grabbing and bada boom, bada bing. Here come footage. So I'm going to wait, wait to see if any facts and evidence. But this is just what her complaint is. All right. So we going to leave on that note, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. All right. So Diddy is getting sued because he allegedly intoxicated this young lady and she was unable to refuse because, she was smoking and drinking. This is her case. So I guess she's looking for, justice. Okay, interesting. All right. I'm up out of here, man. So to everybody in the chat, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Before we get out of here, how many of y'all believe her? If you think she has a case, press 1. If you think that she don't have a case, press 2. I want to see what y'all think. Do y'all believe her or do you think she capping? It's just y'all opinion. Do you think she has a case? If you think she has a case and you believe her, press 1. If you think she lying, she capping, something don't sound right, press 2. Let me see. 1, 1, 1. Not sure. 2 for now. 1, 1, 1. Okay, we got a couple of ones. Both. 1, she still need evidence. She white, one. I know, right? She white, so one. Everybody can't have the same lie. I do. One, both. Okay, so the majority of people in here believes her and thinks she has a case, but there's some people that's on the fence. I'm not. I'm just gonna wait for more evidence. But that Diddy video of Cassie definitely hurt him, because now everybody's gonna reference that Diddy video of him putting his hands on Cassie. So anything that everybody says, people gonna believe, because shit, we just seen how you treat women. So this is not far-fetched. Me personally, I wouldn't say this is far-fetched. Do I completely believe her? But Diddy's a monster. Yeah, Diddy's a monster. He's fucking a piece of shit. He's a whole ass nigga. He's disgusting. He's all these adjectives, right? So I'm just gonna say it's not far-fetched. Is it believable? It's absolutely 100% believable. Do I believe that it actually happened? I don't know. We'll just wait and see until, we get more footage. But there's a definitely a big possibility that he did do is definitely based on what we seen and what he did to Cassie. Yeah, that Cassie video, boy, that fucked him up. That fucked him up. To see him run out of the room in that robe, he was determined. He was determined to get Cassie. Ran out of that room, did what he did, pushed her in the corner, threw a vase at her. Yeah. That video, that fucked him up. That fucked him up. So I'm up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. If y'all new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, a robe, a towel, whatever it was. Yeah, Diddy, that video right there, just you're gonna be in a lot of lawsuits. This is just the beginning. This ain't gonna end. It's gonna be a lot more women coming out. Since that videotape has came out, it's gonna be a lot more women coming out, trying to get, try to get in where they fit in, because they like, wow, we finally got them. There's video evidence. Now I can tell my story and people may believe me. So maybe this is what, the victim's been waiting on, because without that video, there can be still doubt in people's head. Be like, nah, Diddy ain't do this. Okay, yeah, I heard. Yeah, there are rumors. Nah, we seen the video. So that video gonna cause Diddy a lot of money. That video gonna cause Diddy a lot of money, man. So other than that, appreciate y'all coming through. I'm up out of here. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. So if you're new to this channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all, Marcus, Ike, Jamel. We got Baldhead Wayne. Appreciate you, Troop Pop, Barber Girl Tina. Salute to everybody who donated. Did we get any cash apps? Let me check. No, we didn't get no cash apps. But salute to everybody. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the donations. And I'll be back tomorrow. My damn POVs in YouTube jail right now. They're over there flagging, but we still got our channel over here. So I'll be back over there on damn POV next week. But they out here flagging, man. God damn, motherfuckers. So we just gonna rock out over here until the meantime. So see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. And see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm gone.